Hello, it's me again.
Hello, it's me again. It's about time. This is gonna be kind of a patchwork video, so because I videoed some things like a couple weeks ago because I was in the hospital. Where's my voice? And so I'll put that up like after I'm done here. Also, I basically finished painting. I'm doing details still on Una and Christopher again, because I painted Christopher again. Of course, he had to give me problems anyway, but I'll show you. His eyebrows are still wet. I need to bake him. So here he is. And I'm still doing little details. And here's my little Una. And she has the cutest little red eyebrows, and I have to bake those in too. But gee, guess what color her hair is gonna be? So I opened 2 other babies, and that'll be coming up. I'm gonna open this baby. I bought this one from McPherson's because for some reason they don't have him. They didn't have him on B-Baby. I don't know why. It's weird. They usually always have the new. But I just liked him because he was unique. So I went ahead and got him. And I have another baby that's going to be coming from McPherson's too, because I wanted to just pay full price, and that's not available here in, well, where I shop from. Okay, so this is Georgie by Sabine Albuquerque. Here he is. Oh, he has cute little like creases in his little lip. Show you guys what he looks like. Let's get his head out first. Make sure I don't have any paint on my fingers. Okay. There he is. He's got a little scrunched up mouth. I think he's really cute. Let's see his little feet. Here's his little feet. He's got some little wrinkles in his knees. She doesn't do a ton of detail, but I usually end up liking her babies a lot. Get his arms out here. I'm going to try to cut back on buying like sleeping babies because I have so many sleeping babies now. And as soon as I finished with these guys, I'm going to make a bunch of eye bases. And I'll show you who I'm going to paint next because I just got inspired. Here's his little hands. Got 2 open hands. Got some nice detail on his hands. Okay. On the backs. Okay, let me show you guys. In here. Let me show you guys who I'm going to paint next. Okay, so I was gonna hold her and I was gonna make like a vampire baby or something out of her, but I got inspired. I'm gonna put some emerging teeth in her. So I have little Priya that I'm going to paint. So she's next, and I think this one's name's Georgie too. This is Sandy Faber. I think I might paint this one too, but we'll see because I gotta work on the eyes, get the bases. I have 2 other babies done. I need to root that I'll show later in the video from where I videoed it before. So I'm just gonna leave it here. I'll leave the ending that I already put on it. So what you see from here to the end was filmed like 2 weeks ago. So I'll be back and I'll try to paint with you guys, and I'll show you how the eye bases are going. But I am feeling better. I still have some problems. I'm going to go see my doctor, and we'll see if we can figure out what's going on with me. So I'll be back soon. I've had a really, really rough past couple of weeks, and I don't have to, like, you know, go tell everything, but I just feel like I want to. So if you guys don't like medical things or mental health things, just skip this whole part. I'll try to put the timestamp of when the dolls start. But yeah, so first of all, a couple weeks ago, okay, for those of you guys who don't know, I have a couple of not very nice diseases. So I have an autoimmune disease called ankylosing spondylitis that causes like fusion in joints and causes your body to attack your spine and your pelvis and your chest wall and the bones mainly, like they're an invader. So and I also have this horrible disease called Ehlers Danlos Syndrome, which is a connective tissue disease, which apparently I was born with. I wasn't diagnosed until I was in my early 40s, finally, because I was diagnosed with my autoimmune disease in my 20s, but then other doctors said I didn't have it, so I was re-diagnosed and put on the correct medication. So my EDS affects my entire body. Your entire body is made up of connective tissue. So I have a lot of multi-system problems. So first of all, I did a stupid thing. I injured myself, my lower back, where I have some hardware and some pretty significant damage because I was dumb and picked up a cat toy off the floor. I'm not supposed to pick things up off the floor at all. I have these things, and I now have one that folds up and is in the back of my backpack. So I won't be doing that again because that was very scary. I also have a pump in my side right here, and the tube goes around and goes into my spine, and that goes up to my brain, and that's my pain medication. I'm not going to name names because I don't know if YouTube allows that, but I'm going to have to, sort of. Okay, first of all, what happened to me this past week is I don't want to put anyone off these medications because these medications are really good. They're called serotonin uptake inhibitors. They're for anxiety and depression. My son is on one, and I went on that one, and it was okay until we upped the dose, and then I started getting sick all the time, like nauseous sick. So I decided maybe that wasn't a good one for me, so we went off that one for a little while. And I found one that works really well for panic disorder and anxiety, which I have. I have PTSD. I won't go all into that. That's caused by I'm also autistic. I have autism. I was diagnosed finally. And I think that I have both autism and ADHD. I have 2 kids that were diagnosed with ADHD and 3 with autism. So I probably have both. And this medication also had that it was good for people with ADHD. And as soon as I started taking it, I felt really good. I felt very calm. I didn't have the racing thoughts. I didn't constantly being distracted. It was great. And so I started on like a Saturday. Today's Saturday, by the way. Started on a Saturday. And Thursday, I started feeling weird. Like, kind of like I was in a weird dream state. Like things that were happening weren't really happening. It's kind of hard to explain. And then Friday night, I felt my heart like pounding really fast. And I was, I was thinking, well, I'm just panicking. So I tried, some calming techniques. And, my doctor did tell me that maybe that I should stay on the medication for at least a month because sometimes you have some, weird symptoms. So I was thinking it was that. So my husband was really tired. He'd been working all week. So I let him sleep and it just kept getting worse and worse. And I felt, it's hard to explain how I felt. I felt kind of like I wanted to crawl out of my skin. And it's really like agitation and I also felt like I was being suffocated because there was a smell that I could not get away from. It was like a chemical smell, something I've never smelled before. I could not sleep. Every time I'd sleep, I'd jolt awake. And I could just hear my heart pounding. And finally, at 6 a.m., I woke up my husband and I said, I can't take it anymore. I have to go to the hospital. There's something seriously wrong. I took my blood pressure and it's all in the high hundreds, my blood pressure and my heart rate. So we called the emergency. They wanted to send an ambulance, and then I realized I don't want an ambulance because then I don't have my wheelchair, I don't have my husband, and I'm not good with French. And the way I felt, I didn't even know what was going on half the time. And so, my husband drove me there, and I didn't have to wait. They took me back right away. They did all the tests, the heart tests, everything was normal with my heart. And the only thing was I had low sodium, which is really common for people with EDS. So I'm obviously not getting enough sodium. So my doctor decided that I had what's called serotonin syndrome or serotonin toxicity, which is really, really rare for someone just on the lowest dose that I was on. But it can happen when you're also on the kind of pain medication that I'm on. I'm also on a very, very low dose of my pain medication, but since it goes directly into my brain, I couldn't find any literature on people who are on a pain pump and taking it. But still, it was a very tiny dose, smallest dose. So, I hadn't slept the whole night, and they gave me a medication that relaxes your muscles, because also the muscles in my legs were like knots, and that's another side effect of the serotonin toxicity. So I went home and I did feel a little bit better because they gave me an IV of see, I still got the bruise. They gave me an IV of sodium, big liter of sodium, and they told me that I could take the muscle relaxer to keep calm because I still felt really agitated and upset. At one point, I got so bad that all the whole emergency room came running in because they were worried about me because my alarms were going off and everything. I was breathing really fast. That's when they gave me the thing to calm, the muscle relaxer to calm me down. So I've just been like all week. That was Saturday or Friday. Monday. It was Monday. What day did I go in? Saturday. Right? Saturday morning? No. Yeah. It was Saturday morning. Yeah, Saturday morning. Or Monday morning. So is it Monday morning? I don't remember now. Anyway, I have been like up and down, like someday I feel like, oh, I'm getting better, but my heart rate and my blood pressure are still high. Not nearly as high as it was at first, but so I've been having to take the muscle relaxers to keep myself calm, and I've been sleeping a lot, and trying to eat salt. So they came and did my blood, and I even have potato chips with salt on them, and I put electrolytes in my water once a day now too. So, but finally yesterday was a horrible day. Thursday I felt pretty good, and I'm like, yay, I'm getting better. Yesterday was terrible. I felt really sick and really tired all day long. And today, my blood pressures are normal. They're actually normal. My heart rate's still high, but my blood pressure are absolutely normal. And so that is an entire week that the same week that I was on the pills. It's like, I guess they had to all leave my system. So it's a relief to feel somewhat normal. I still feel weak, and yeah, it's difficult, but it wasn't fun. Yeah, never again. I'm just I'm gonna try like meditation, and I do have my medication that helps with panic attacks. So yeah, like I said, I don't want to put anyone off that medication, because I deserve the name Zebra, because if any weird, rare thing's gonna happen, it'll happen to me. Lucky me. So that's what's been going on with me. I'm going to we're gonna go to dolls now. I have some new dolls that I'm gonna open, and I want to show you. I started painting before I hurt my back, so I've been kind of in and out painting when I can and stuff. And this week I did the varnish on the babies, the two babies. So I'm gonna insert the video that I started for like weeks ago, and I'm gonna insert that right here. I'm back. Happy Monday. Okay. I have been like, why I was priming them. They're all primed now. I was thinking I have a totally different vision for these babies. So I have a totally different idea for him than I have for her. So, and I guess they're supposed to be twins, but they don't really look alike. Anyway, I guess they're fraternal twins. Anyway, I don't know. I heard they were twins, so, but I'm not going to paint them together. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint her. She got some fuzzies on her. I'm going to paint her off camera. I'm going to paint him on camera. And then at the end, I'll show you guys how they both look. So I have her on this crazy new thing that I got. Can you guys even see that? Here, see, I got this new mug holder. This one's my favorite, of course. I got him on there. So I put her limbs on here, and I'll just move her over when I'm painting, so you guys can't see what I'm doing with her. All right, so I'm gonna do this. I actually mixed up a different purple. It's a grape in BC. It's really pretty. There's a piece of hair there. So I'm gonna do a wash of that on him to tone him down. And like I said, she's gonna be different. So yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I want to show you guys more of the like the details and stuff that I'm gonna do. I'm messing with my wheelchair. So I won't show you guys a lot of I'll tell you guys what I'm doing, but I won't show you like a lot of the washes and stuff that I'm doing, but because I want to show you like all the details and stuff at the end that I skipped on when I was doing Christopher. So I'll be back. and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you the surprise. Okay, so as you guys see, I've been painting little Mr. Frizzle and Molly, who were supposed to be twins, but I saw something in Molly. So, as I was saying, I saw something different in Molly than I did Frizzle. So I wanted to make Frizzle a really light baby, so he's really light. And his crazy eyebrows, I love him. I gave him a little scratch here and a couple little spots on his head, and I did put some little hairs. I'm gonna root like crazy curly white hair on him, so he's gonna be really cute. I really like I'll tell you about the varnish, my varnish ideas. You can see he's got some nice texture on him. And his supposed twin, and believe it or not, I painted these guys together. She's a little darker. I'm really happy the way she turned out though, because I got to the point where I was like, do I need to strip her? And then I added another color because I was thinking she needed some red, and I didn't really want to do a red wash because I was worried that would kind of mess up her tone. So, but I'm really happy with her. So I think this is the darkest baby. I mean, maybe not. She doesn't look as dark as she did when I put the varnish on her. So, but I'm really happy with her. I got some nice hair for her too. So I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if you can see the texture, but I was on Facebook and there's an artist that is using the Irresistibles varnish. So, and I've been having problems with the varnish lately. I wasn't sure which varnish I wanted to use because I seem to have problems with all of them. I am using the BC varnish, which is way different than the other ones. You mix it with water, but you still have to bake it. But I'm using that on the top of their heads and where I'm going to be rooting, because it doesn't leave marks. I'm having a lot of problems with that with like I'm rooting Maven right now, and I was having a lot of problems with the marks on their head because I went ahead and just put the Exodus varnish on her. So so the lady, the artist on, I don't remember her name. I'm sorry, but if she happens to see this, or if you guys maybe saw the same post, I would want to give her credit. But so I used mostly Pore Texture and a little bit of the matte varnish, because I don't really like this matte varnish because it kind of feels rubbery if you just put it on. But so what I'm doing is right now I have here, it's wet on hang on a second, on Frizzle. It's wet right now, and you guys can see the texture. I had to go over him because I don't know if it's because of a brush I used to tap in some of the varnish, or maybe the sponge, but no matter no matter how many times I baked it, it kind of had like a sticky feeling to it. So I went ahead and I wiped him down with some Gamsol, and the stickiness was gone, but I wanted to go ahead and go over him again with the varnish. So I did that, and you have to let it dry completely before you put it in the oven. That's my recommendation. Otherwise, it comes out a little bit shiny. So I recommend letting it dry completely before you put it in the oven. That may be what the tackiness was from too, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so it does take a long time to dry. You just let it sit until you don't see any wet marks. So sometimes overnight, and then you can put it in the oven and bake it. And I really like it. It feels nice, and you can see Let's see if you guys can see it. You can see the texture in the skin. It's beautiful. I love it. So I'm going to do that from now on. So I'm very thankful for the lady on Facebook that mentioned that she's doing that. Sorry about my wheels. They're squeaky because I was in the bathroom. I had took a shower. And when I get my wheels wet sometimes, also it interacts with the stuff that the people clean my floors with. I'm getting the box. Okay, I'm just going to open this box on my lap and show you guys because, like I said, I'm still not feeling all that great. So, scissors. Oh, also, fun little thing. I don't know if I put it on the other thing. I stripped Christopher. Christopher is a custom, and I was not happy with him at all. So I stripped him, and we're going to repaint him. So my next babies I'm painting is Christopher again, and Yuna. I want to paint Yuna. I've been dying to paint Yuna. Here she is. I was so glad I got one of her. I'll show you guys my new setup too. I got some shelves. My family helped me put up yesterday. Well, yesterday, the day before, was the day I was actually feeling halfway decent. Yesterday I did nothing but lay in bed and moan and groan. Okay. I'm so surprised that I feel so much better today. Of course, I went to sleep at like 8 o'clock last night. And I'm so excited that my blood pressure is normal again. I keep like tearing up and I'm just happy. Okay, so I got some more Severin babies. I love her babies. I'm not getting the new one. He's cute, but he's just kind of just a serene looking sleeping baby. So I'm going to be a little more picky about the small babies that I get. I love big babies, and I'm going to start doing more of anything over probably 22 inches, 22, 23 inches. But I do have still a lot of little babies. So I got the twins. Okay, that's the other baby. It's interesting. They have the same. Severin and Doris have the same little thing. So this is Rudy and Risen. So they are twins. And I'm going to paint them together. So I'll show you guys them. And the other baby that I got is Mr. Lennon by Doris. She's got the same exact COA as Severin does. So I got, oh, I didn't tell you the numbers. I got 115 out of 2,000 of Lennon. I just love his face. That's another thing. If the baby looks like kind of unique. Okay, so Risen, I got 16 out of 800. He's a little open eye one. And then Rudy, I got 17 out of 800. So 17 and 16. All right, so let me show you guys these guys. Show you guys these guys. I still have some kits up for sale. If anyone's interested. I know times are tough right now. Money's tight. I might turn off my site, my Reborn site just for a while, because there's no sense in I mean, I do have things up for sale right now, so as long as I have things up for sale, I'll leave it open. But all these babies that I'm making, I'm taking with me to the doll show. This in the garbage. Who's this? This is Reason. Look at that face. His little tongue. He's so cute. Here's his little feeties. I like all the details she puts on tops of her. This one's not as detailed as little Mr. Frizzle over there, but still got a lot of detail. And here's his little armies. And you get some more Ziploc bags. Here we go. We got like a partial fist and an open hand. Okay, so who's next? Shake. Giant scissors. Okay. We got, I think, the same arms and legs, so I won't bother showing you those. I'll just show you her little head. No, you did so sad. Oh, no, what a poor baby. She's not happy. Look at the detail inside the mouth. That's cool. Like that. She's kind of like just waking up. Kind of irritated about waking up. I can relate. Okay, let's get Mr. out of here. Get Mr. Lennon out. Here, Lennon. He's bigger. A little bit bigger. I love these scissors. They're so good at cutting like wrapping paper and stuff. Okay. I have to put these guys in different bags when I get. Oh, now Doris makes some nice limbs. One day I will have one of Doris's silicones. And my friend, I'm gonna have my friend, if I can ever save up the money for it, I have my friend Amanda paint it for me. There we go. There's my Lennon. He's so cute. I don't know what it is on his face. I just love his face. Oh, he's so cute. I'll probably make him dark baby too. Probably like lighter than, I know, I learned a lot, at least, painting little Molly. Learned a lot of techniques and stuff that I like and types of paint that I like. So, I think that's it for this video, I think. I'm going to go ahead and just put this video up for you guys. I'll be able to hopefully show you Maven. I'm rooting her. Yesterday I didn't get anything done, but I did some rooting on Thursday, so I feel real positive about what I'm doing now, about the painting. I feel really good about the paints I love the BC paints. I did try some of the Irresistibles, and I just like the BC better, so I'll just be using that. But I do like the Irresistibles, what's it called? The thinning medium. Love that. Using that, definitely. I don't like the BC. It's too thick. I like the BC varnish for the top of the head for rooting. And I like the Irresistibles pour texture and varnish, so that's what I'm going to be using. Oh, also, they came out with this, with the Ultra Gloss. I really like that too. So, lots of good products coming out. I have some more paints coming from BC. I ordered a few more paints and some more liquid medium because I like using that. So, I'll try to do more painting on camera. I never want to strip another burnished kit. That was really dumb. I think that I just didn't bake him enough. I was rushing because I was in pain. So no more of that. I'm going very slowly. And I'm learning lots of new things about heat set paints because, as you know, I've been always an air dry artist. So, and I'm really excited. I really need to get into my eyes. I have this thing that I found on Amazon, but I'm not sure where I can put it. It's kind of a desk that folds. You can attach it to the wall and it folds out. Because I don't want to, like, you know, take everything off my desk. I promised to show you guys. Sorry. Promised to show you guys my new setup here. So I got these shelves, and they attached to my desk. So I have all my washes in here, and all my other kind of stuff up here. I have way more room. I got some new brush things, and I glued them together so they don't fall apart. Let's see, you guys can see all that stuff. Let me move my water out of the way and my phone. So these are kind of my varnish brushes, and these are my painting brushes. And that's my speaker, because I like to listen to music. And so this is really nice. This gives me like more space on my desk. And I got this. I think I showed that to you guys before. I don't remember. It's been a rough couple weeks. So that's my new setup. And here's my little claw up here to show you guys so I can paint. So when I come back, I'll be painting Christopher again, and my little Una, my big Una. So both of them I'm gonna do as well. I'm not gonna do like really light skin on like I did on Frizzle, but on because he has to have brown hair, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit darker skin tone on Christopher. Not dark, just a little bit darker, not as light as Frizzle. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm crazy. Anyway, if you guys like what I'm doing, can you like and subscribe? And I'll try to take better care of myself. Maybe not mess everything up and not hurt myself. And I'll try to put more videos up. I'm sorry. So see you guys soon. So if you guys like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe, and go get an authentic doll kit like Little Frizzle by Severin Pire, and get paint and everything that you need and paint a reborn. Or you can find an artist who makes only authentic reborns. Don't buy that junk. And collect because it's fun. Okay.